Hello and welcome to the Knit and Purl podcast. It is Thursday, April 11th, 2019. My name is Doris. You can find the show notes for this podcast on knitandpurl-doris.blogspot.com. In social media, I am One Fine Cow. On Ravelry and Twitter, I am one, the number, Fine Design on Facebook and Etsy, and I am Doris M. Smith, all lowercase and smooshed together on Instagram. This podcast has a Ravelry group, which is the Knit and Purl podcast group. Come along for the ride. Anyway, you don't have to remember any of this stuff. In the down bar below, there's a link to the show notes, and there's a link to the Ravelry group. In the show notes, if you click on the show notes, the very first thing you'll see is my social media links, and you can go click and follow me there. And I thank you so much. How y'all doing? I do a podcast, every podcast, a birthday shout out for the members of the Ravelry group, and I'm doing all of April because I don't know when I'll podcast again. Hopefully I'll get on a more routine basis, but for now, all of April birthdays. First we have Fluffy Bunny Knits, who's Karen. Her birthday was on the 1st of April. We have Emma versus World. Let me see. Who is Emma, and her birthday was on the 9th of April. We have oh Lord, Karen, let me see, Giharnlos, 22. You'll have to let me know, Karen, if I said it right. Her birthday was on the 16th, or will be on the 16th of April. We have Shepherd's Knits, who's Leslie. Her birthday's on the 21st. We have Crochet Knit 2, who is Emily. Her birthday's on the 26th. And we have Survivor 11, who is Sue. Her birthday is on the 27th of April. So happy birthday. I hope that you did have or will have a wonderful birthday, that you get good fibery gifts, that you get to spend time with friends and family, and by all means that you have your version of a birthday cake. Happy birthday. So the next bit of administration is the read along, and it is time to draw the winner, the prize winner of a $25 Etsy gift card. Here is the list of the finished objects in the thread. There was six that put finished objects. So let me go to random number. And do 1 through 6. Okay, come on now. Hang on, I have to change this 100 to 6. No. 6. So as you can see, I have 1 through 6. I'm getting ready to hit generate. Number 3 is the winner. Number 3 is Ange in the East. Congratulations, Angie. Please contact me on Ravelry with your email so I can get you this $25 Etsy gift card. Have fun with it. Thank you all for participating in the read along, those of you who did, and I really appreciate it. The read along was for heart health awareness, and for Valentine's it was February, March. We did February, March. So I think in May we'll do a finished object. Just at the beginning of spring, let's empty our needles. A whip bows. Anyway, I'll figure it out and I'll get back to you on that. So story of the week and stash enhancement. I purchased two skeins of this, which is Big Twist Rainbow Classic, and the color is Ocean Abyss. I purchased this two skeins to make a baby blanket. The mother's colors for her baby boy are gray and teal and white. So, making a baby, you'll see that in whips. So, story of the week is like a TED update. He came home on March the 25th. He's doing well. We already have one fall under our belt, and hopefully we won't have any more. He was trying to walk and talk at the same time, and he can't do that anymore. We got him up. He had a little rib pain. It was okay. Everything was fine. But we hope and pray that that doesn't happen again. He goes to a day institute for his rehab 4 days a week. And we see little improvements every day. But the recovery is slower than we would like. He still has very little return in his arm, and he can walk with a cane and assistance around the home. Please continue to keep us in your prayers, and we thank you so much. So let's just move on to the finished object. I have one finished object. You see, I had this red yarn, and I wanted to use as much of it as I could. I don't know what I did with the other little ball of it. I have this much left over. So I knit another hat. It's not the same hat. This is it's called Nice. It's a Nice and Knit beanie. There's a link in the show notes to the pattern. It's a free pattern on Nice and Knit's website. The yarn I used was the Plymouth Yarn Encore in red. Needles were the US 8, 5mm, 16-inch circular, Chow Goose, and I used double points to finish it off. This is hat number 3 this year. Last year I had one hat. Okay. So that's all the finished objects. My crafting has been all over the place this week. This last month, I have started a few extra things because my regular whips were not enticing me or were too difficult to pick up and just knit anytime. So I have some extra whips, and I have a few of the languishing whips that I haven't worked on much I picked up this week. This is and I didn't put them in the show notes. I'm just bringing them out to show. This is the granny stripe blanket. Do you see it? That's where I was the last time I picked it up. If I can find it. Oh, nope, wrong hand. Right there was where I was. And that's how much I did. I finished the skein of Karen cake that I had. This is my Karen cake granny stripe blanket because I'm using scraps of Karen cakes to make this. So every time I finish something in a Karen cake, the leftovers go in this. And it'll be a nice, lovely blanket when it is finished. I am using an H or an 8 or a 5mm crochet hook that stays there so I don't lose it. I was working on that. I also, if you remember, I started this log cabin And I decided I'm just going to make blocks this big and then seam them together to make the blanket. And I'm just using leftovers and trying to put them in some kind of order, rhyme or reason. If you could, this color, you can see. This is a brown. This is like a navy blue, but you can see it doesn't, in this light, you can't see that. Hold on one moment. Maybe you can see it now. Yeah, that's the colors. So I'm going to be making blocks this big, and then I'm going to seam them when I get, and like I said, I'm just using leftovers. Well, I started the second block and did a little bit. Like I said, my crafting has been all over the place this week. When one thing I'm working on doesn't thrill me, I pick up something else. I know that y'all have been there too. So, I'm going to show you the previous whips and then show you some new whips. In my Thank God for Bags cow bag, that when I saw it, I had to have it. And look at the inside. It's got cows. Cows. I have my sock that I'm still working on, sock number 1. Because I haven't really... I picked it up and did a few rows last night, but it was like pushing myself to do it. There's where I was the last time you saw it. So in a month, almost a month, that's all I've gotten done. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. The yarn is from On the Round, and it is Speckled Cosmic Rainbow. The whip shows the color so much more. It's so pretty. So pretty. But I haven't worked on it. I'm using my Carbon's 2.75 needles. This is the name of the pattern is Vanilla is the New Black. I love this heel. I have another pair that I knit, and I absolutely love the fit of it. So if I ever knit socks, I think I will use this heel. It's fun too, and it's simple. Once you get the rhythm of it, it's simple. That's that. My Tecumseh, which is a paid-for pattern on Ravelry by Caitlin Hunter. I am using Lion Brand Ice Cream Big Scoop in Moon Mist. I am using got lost, the Kartapu Cozy Wool Sport in the Smoky Gray, and I am using another Kartapu Act Soft in pink. The needles I'm using are a size 6, US 4 and US 6, and these are my Addy Turbos. So the last time you saw it, I was still in this color work. So there's a little progress. I separated for the sleeves. You're separated for the sleeves, and I'm working on the body. Not much work, but I've done some work on the body. Getting ready for the next bit of color work. This is going to be a wild color that I'm going to absolutely love when it's done. And it might get put away after it's done or maybe I can wear it some cool spring days, but don't you just love it? I just love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. When I work on it. I love it. So those are the 2 whips that you saw last time. So new whips in just it's a 31 bag pouch. I started a crochet project and I'm using Red Heart Unforgettable in the stained glass colorway. I started a crochet project. Can anyone guess what it is? Sheila? Can you guess? I started a virus shawl. Isn't it gorgeous? I think this is going to be one of my favorite virus shawls, besides my Pretty Princess sparkly one. I love the colors. I think it's going to be gorgeous. But I haven't got much done, and this is another project that I started big guns, and now it's like, I don't want to do it, but you're going to do it. It'll come back in waves. I'll get the urge and I'll knit for a while or crochet for a while, but I started that. And the last whip, and I didn't even tell you what I'm using, and where's the hook here. My Knit Picks wooden, this is a J hook. I really like this hook. These are really nice. This is my first other than metal crochet hooks, and I really like it. And yarn down, excuse me. And finally, the last whip, besides spinning, which I'm still spinning the same thing. I started baby blanket. What I'm doing is I'm using, and I got too small of a needle, I need to go up. But I am using the Grandma's favorite disc cloth recipe for this blanket. So I will knit it until I use up one skein or it gets as big as I think it needs to be. And then I do the decreases to finish. But isn't it pretty? And it's got a halo. This yarn has a halo. You can't see it, but isn't that pretty? I think that's going to be so pretty. And it's nice. And it's acrylic, but it's soft. It's really soft and nice. For a baby, that's going to puke and maybe have a blowout on it. So you can wash it. And that is all of my whips. This is going to be a short episode, but I hope you don't mind. That's all the whips. That's only one faux. I do have a Pinterest, however. Let me go look at. Yep, that's it. All the patterns and everything that I've mentioned in the whips, except for the languishing ones that I did some stuff on, are linked in the show notes. I found a Pinterest that I wanted to share with you because, oh my goodness, how many of us were heating up food in the microwave in a bowl, and then when you're ready to take it out, it's too darn hot to lift it up out of the microwave. Look at this on Pinterest. It's a free crochet pattern for a cotton bowl cozy. So you can take that bowl out of the microwave comfortably. Let me get to the... I want to make one. Keep it. See that? Is that not cool? It's got little handles so you can get the bowl out of the microwave without burning yourself. I just wanted to share that because I thought that was really, really cool. Finally, at the bottom of the show notes, and also linked in the down bar below, is my Etsy store. I haven't really been over there and done anything, but please go over, have a look around. If you see something that you might like, well, just like some things. And if you find something you want, I'll happily sell it to you and ship it to you lightning fast. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you, hopefully, I'm going to say in 2 weeks, but we'll see, for the next episode of the Knit and Purl podcast. Thank you guys so much. Bye.